Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy coming back at you with another video. We coming at you with that part 2 of the top 10 most unique states in the United States. On the last video, we hit the number 10 through number 6. Coming in at number 10 was Louisiana. At number 9 was the state of Washington. At number 8 was Colorado. Number 7 was Alaska. And number 6 was Florida. Today we're going to go 5 through 1. And as usual, man, just go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Subscribe to your boy, man. Yeah. If you want to donate to the channel, that'll be great. At $capital MR, capital MELVINN. Alright, guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get right into it. At number 5, we got Arizona. Arizona is the 48th state in the Union. It's also nicknamed the Grand Canyon State. It came into the Union on February 14th, 1912. Huh, that's funny on Valentine's Day. Anyway, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona is the hottest city in the state. Because I remember when I used to live in Las Vegas, like in the summer, and I look at the weather, and like in Vegas, be like 114 or 113. They used to show Phoenix, it'd be like 120, 121, 122. I'd be like, oh my goodness, that is crazy. And you up here complaining about 110 and 112. But anyway, like I said, it was nicknamed the Grand Canyon State for obvious reasons. It's the home of the Grand Canyon. And if you guys have never had the opportunity to go to the Grand Canyon, I would suggest you go there because it's a life-changing experience. It's one of the natural wonders of the world. It took the Colorado River like 5 to 6 million years to carve that big hole into the ground that is now the Grand Canyon. So it's definitely a natural wonder of the world you guys should go check out if you ever get a chance to go to the state. Arizona is the site of the famous gunfight at the OK Corral. Arizona is also the home of the, let me see if I can pronounce this, the saguaro cactus. It's those big, huge cactus with the 2 arms on the side that we see on a lot of movies. That's where those cactus grow at, right there in southern Arizona, in the Sonoran Desert. In the Sonoran Desert, they have a lot of different little critters that can make your life miserable, like the western diamondback rattlesnake. They have the bark scorpion. If it stings you, it's going to give you great pain. It causes vomiting and everything. That's to an adult. Now, if it stings a child, I don't know how that would turn out, and hopefully that wouldn't happen. But in Arizona, southern Arizona, it's nothing to find a scorpion in your house, hiding out in your shoes, in your car, just chilling. So it just pays to pay attention to what you're doing out there if you're living in that state. Arizona has some of the most amazing sunsets, man. If you ever had a chance to be out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's beautiful, man. It has, that desert has a unique beauty to it. And those cactus, those big, huge cactus are like food sources for so many animals, bats, different birds, just whatever, just hide, different birds burrow holes into those cactuses to hide out from the sunshine in the daytime. So, but the thing about, Arizona has open carry, just like Nevada. So you can open carry out there with your pistols out and your holster, all that. So if that's what you want to do. I used to open carry when I lived in Vegas, but I stopped doing it because it was bringing me too much trouble. I don't want to go into that, but I just stopped it, but you can open carry out there. It's legal, no big deal. And the thing about Arizona, there's 2 different parts. You got the desert part where Phoenix and Tucson and all that stuff is. And you got the northern part where Flagstaff is. It's more cooler. It snows up there. It's more trees. Different. Even the mountains look different. And I remember when I was driving through Flagstaff and I stopped to get gas, man, it was this big ass elk out there by the gas station just screaming that loud scream they do. And I was like, shit, I'm not getting out this car. Man, that thing was huge up close. And everybody was getting out just looking at it, and I finally got enough courage to get out and pump my little gas. I put the thing in the tank, and I got back in the car. As soon as it clicked, I pulled it out and hurried up and skirted off. I was like, I'm not dealing with that thing at all. But northern Arizona, like I said, is a little bit more cooler. It snows up there. All the rock formations in Arizona, man, they're breathtaking. Straight scenery. You can stop and take all kinds of pictures. They look like straight postcards. Very nice, very nice, very nice state. Very unique. And they have different precious minerals there like quartz, turquoise, and topaz can be found in Arizona. Arizona has 7.1 million people living in it, and the capital of Arizona is Phoenix. And their sports teams in Arizona, they have the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Arizona Coyotes, the Phoenix Suns, the Phoenix Mercury, WNBA, and the Phoenix Rising FC, which is a soccer team. And last but not least, the Arizona Cardinals. We got number 4 coming in. We have New York State. Coming in number 4, New York State. New York is the 11th state in the Union. It's nicknamed the Empire State. It became a state in 1788. So this state has been a state for a long time. Before all these other newer states showed up, New York was already on the map. New York State has the largest city in the U.S., which is New York City. It's the home of Niagara Falls. So if you ever want to take your honey down, for a little trip, you know what I'm saying, to go watch the falls. Yeah. And after that, do maybe a little freaky-deaky later on that night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's New York has that to offer. You want to go check it out. Other well-mentioned cities in New York, we got Buffalo. I got a buddy from Buffalo. He talk about it all the time. And we have Syracuse as well. New York State is the home of Central Park, which is located in New York City. And New York City is a straight concrete jungle. You go to Central Park, we're like, oh, damn, there's some green here. Yes, there's green. They just got to go to Central Park to see it. I'm sure they have other parks. I've only been to New York. I've been to NYC once. It was okay. It's the home of the Statue of Liberty. Of course, New York is made up by 5 boroughs. You have the Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, and Staten Island. New York City is also home to Broadway. Go get your music on. You want to watch a few Broadway musicals. New York has that to offer. New York City is nicknamed the Big Apple. New York City has 722 miles of subway track. That's insane. But you think about a city that big would need that much subway track. So that's pretty cool. Toilet tissue was invented in New York State. I really appreciate that, Mr. Inventor from New York State. Thank you very much. New York was the first state to implement license plates on front of your car, or on the back of your car, rather. Because I know some states still to this day don't put them on the front, only a few. But yeah, New York, man, is one of those very unique states. I can go on and on and on about New York. I can go on about New York for the next 20 minutes, but I can't, so I got to move on. I got to move on to the next state. I'm going to go ahead and name off the New York sports teams. There's a lot of them. Let's see. Let's start out with the New York Rangers, hockey. New York Jets, football. New York Knicks, basketball. New York Mets, baseball. New York Islanders, hockey. New York Liberty, WNBA. The Brooklyn Nets, basketball. The Buffalo Bills, football. The Buffalo Sabres, hockey. And NYCFC, soccer. They got a lot of teams. All right, man, we're going to move on to number 3. The great state of Texas in the house. Texas, the 28th state in the Union, formed in 1845 and is nicknamed the Lone Star State. And Texas slogan is, don't mess with Texas. And you know if you ever heard what kind of laws they got down there, hell, you'll believe that. Boy, they got some of the most strictest laws in the country. You thought California was strict. Oh, no. Go to Texas and mess up. Oh, no, you don't want to go down there and mess up. Anyway, Texas is the state where Dr. Pepper was invented. Dr. Pepper is okay. It's not my first choice, but it's not my last choice either. It's a very good soft drink. Texas is the second largest state in the United States. Texas is the place where the Alamo was fought. It was a 13-day battle in 1836. And you have pioneers like Davy Crockett and Sam Bowie lost their life at the Alamo. Hence the term, remember the Alamo, because they didn't win that battle. But I guess they won the war, because Texas belonged to the United States. And at one point, 6 flags flew over Texas. A lot of nations wanted Texas. It was a very sought-after state. They wanted that. They wanted Texas real bad. United States held on to it. Texas also has the largest rose garden in the nation. And believe it or not, Texas used to be an independent nation. It stood by itself. Texas has always done its own thing, man. Texas, Cali, New York, they're the trendsetters. You can kind of throw, I don't know if you can throw Florida in there as well, but definitely Texas, Cali, and New York, trend-setting states. You know, everything that's hot comes from those 3 states, usually. And Texas, at the southern part of Texas, you got the Gulf of Mexico, so you want to get your fish on. Go down there and catch you some big old redfish. Go catch you some sheephead. Just whatever other fish reside in the Gulf of Mexico, that's down there available. Man, you got cities, Dallas popping, Houston popping, San Antonio popping, Austin popping. All the places in Texas, man. If you move down there, that's the state you can definitely go to and come up and raise a family in a nice neighborhood, nice area. You know, just pick your state. Pick your area or your city you want to move to, and just, hey, go for it, man, because there's a lot of opportunity in Texas, and a lot of the companies from California are leaving California, and they have moved to Texas. One being Tesla. So, hey, everybody wants to be in Texas. It's a unique state, man. There is no state like Texas. It's a big state. They got their own thing. They have their laws. You know, they're trend setting. So it's a pretty cool place to be, man. That's number 3. And go ahead and name the sports teams in Texas right quick. There's a few of them. Let's go. We got the Texas Rangers, Houston Astros, baseball, and the Rangers baseball. Dallas Cowboys football, Dallas Mavericks basketball, Houston Texans football, San Antonio Spurs basketball, Houston Rockets basketball, FC Dallas soccer, the Dallas Stars hockey, San Antonio FC soccer, and for your XFL fans, they have the Houston Roughnecks and the Dallas Renegades. All right, man, we coming down here to this list, man. We down to number 2 now. Yeah, we getting down to the nitty gritty, baby. We down to number 2. Now I was torn between number 1 and number 2 because it could have went either way. You know, either state could have came in number 1 and number 2, but I went ahead and decided to do it this way. Coming in at number 2, we got Hawaii. Hawaii is the 50th state in the union. It's nicknamed the Aloha State. It came into the Union on August 21st, 1959. Some people walking around here was living when Hawaii became a state. Yeah, they were living my mom was living when Hawaii became a state. You know, because my mom was born in 51. But anyway, Hawaii is the area where surfing was invented. They invented surfing there. Hawaii is the 3rd supplier of pineapples around the world. Hawaii is the only state that's allowed to grow coffee commercially. All the other coffee is usually imported from like Ethiopia, different parts of Colombia, places like that. But in the state of Hawaii, they grow their own stuff, and they sell their own crops. So that's beautiful. There are active volcanoes in Hawaii. There are 6 total that are active, but the most active are Kilauea and Mauna Loa. And I think Mauna Loa just erupted like maybe 3 years ago. 2018, 4 years ago. So yeah, Mauna Loa just erupted, spewed a lot of lava into the sea. So the state of Hawaii is still growing, because every time it erupts and pushes lava out into the ocean, it's building what? More island. So it's not done growing yet. It's got a lot more growing to do. But anyway, Hawaii, there are native Hawaiians there, which are Polynesians. And your Polynesians usually stem from your Hawaiians, Samoans, your Tongans, people from Tahiti. And me, on a personal note, man, I'm cool as heck with Polynesians. We always get along. Maybe because I'm big like them. You know, it's always cool. You know, I've never had no smoke with no Tongans, no Samoans. Okay, they'll look me up and down. Then when come have a conversation with me, like, oh, all right, man. Okay, man, you're cool, man. All right, I see you. Okay, all right, bro. Hey, you want some food? Cause they'll feed the hell out of you. They good people though. Hawaii is 76 miles across. So if you move to Hawaii, you can probably develop island fever real quick. If you're used to traveling long distances, you can only go 76 miles, and you gotta turn your ass around and go back the other way. That's it, man. But if you add up all the Hawaiian islands, It stretches out to 1,523 miles long. But as far as the big island itself, it's only 76 miles across, so that's it. Hawaii is the most expensive state in the United States. The median house, this is the house in the middle. It's gonna cost you $1.06 million to buy a house in Hawaii. So if you ain't got your money up, I would suggest you not move there. I mean, just go there as a tourist and just leave it alone. Just leave it at that, man, because it's one of them states that's like super expensive, you know. But it's a very unique state. I put it at number 2, man, because it's Hawaii. People travel there for a reason. People that's like, I'm gonna go to Hawaii just to be going. No, you going there to just see something. You got Hawaii, you got Honolulu, you got Maui, you got Oahu, all these other islands. And I heard there's an island no one's allowed to go to but the super rich. I'm not sure how true that is. Some kind of fantasy island type thing going on. I don't know if Mr. Rourke with tattoo gonna step out and grant you your finest fantasy. I mean, hell, I don't know. But Hawaii, man, number 2, very unique state. There's no state in the United States of America that's like Hawaii, as far as the beaches, the culture, Polynesian culture. You get out, people putting leis around your neck. You got the hula dancers. You got cats out there surfing. You know, you're not gonna see that nowhere else in no other state but that one. You know, so that's beautiful, man. That's number 2, my choice for number 2. And Hawaii has no professional sports teams. I guess they don't want to travel that far. I could dig it. But anyway, man, hoping you guys enjoying the countdown, man. We coming up to number 1. Hope you guys are good to go. And we're gonna bring you number 1 right now. And I have a feeling you guys already know who number 1 is. Especially if Hawaii was number 2. You already know who number 1 is. So coming in at number 1, we got California. California, the 31st state in the Union, formed in 1850, nicknamed the Golden State. I actually used to live in California, so it was a very nice state to live in. And there's a lot I can tell you about California. Let's just get into a few facts first. You know, it has the surf culture there. Down in SoCal, you have California Adventures theme park. You have Disneyland there. You have Legoland. Go to the north, you got Six Flags. You got all this stuff. There's stuff going on there. And I know the down part of California, they do have earthquakes. I get that. But California is such a beautiful state. Unfortunately, it's so expensive, but if you can afford to live there, I mean, like, beautiful. San Diego, if I could afford to live in San Diego, I would be there right now. San Diego, man, is all that, man. I love it. It's by the water. It's beautiful. There's a lot there to do. There's a lot of outdoorsy stuff. It's not just beaches. I mean, they have that, but there's a lot of stuff to do outdoors, and I love San Diego. LA, you know, you got Hollywood, you got Beverly Hills, you got Rodeo Drive, you have all this stuff going on there. You know, Anaheim, like I say, you got the Disneyland, California Adventures. You can go one way and be in Huntington Beach. You can go the next way and be in Malibu and Santa Barbara. You can go this way and be in Laguna Beach. There's just so much to offer in California, man, where you can just go and just lay back. Then you go up toward the Bay, Santa Cruz, laid back area. That's a surfer town. You know, all the guys there talk like surfers. Hey, bro, what's going on, bro? Hey, let's go down there north and hit some pounders, bro. That's how they speak, which is crazy. Like, damn, I only thought they talk like this in a movie. But yeah, that's Southern California. Then you go to the Bay. You go to Oakland, Vallejo, San Francisco, Vacaville, wherever. You got Sacramento. Then you got Northern California, Redding, all the beautiful scenery. You got Lake Tahoe, California side. You got Yosemite National Park, California. There's so much to offer. You got Napa Valley. You can go get your wine tasting on. There's something for everybody in the state of California, and that's why the state is so unique. Because I don't care what you're into. You're into jazz, outdoorsy stuff, lakes, ocean, national parks, scenery, culture, women, dudes, whatever you're into, they have it. So that's why California, in my opinion, is number one, because no state is like it. They have all these things going on there. Agriculture is the avocado capital of the world. They grow the most avocados. You ever go to like rural California, all kinds of crops that are out there. Almonds, asparagus, artichokes, whatever. It grows there. So yeah, California is the shiznit. All your oranges, even though a lot of oranges come from Florida as well, but oranges come from Cali. Cali's just number one, man. It stands by itself. California is a trendsetter. Usually when they adopt laws in California, they pretty much spread throughout the entire country. And that's what's cool about California. California was one of the first states to where guys can go get them additional weed cards and they can get their smoking on. And they did that before any other state. So they've always been a trendsetter. That's why they're number one. They're not afraid. It's very liberal. So they're not afraid to step out there on the limb and make stuff happen. Anyway, that's the top 10, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that. I know I made this 5 through 1 a little lengthy, but I just want to go into more detail about these 5 through 1 states because they deserve it, because they're very unique states. And I know people are like, well, what about Tennessee, or what about Kentucky, or what about Maine, or New Hampshire, or Vermont, or Illinois? No. That's all I gotta say. No for none of you guys. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. I enjoyed making it for you guys. Like I said, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe to your boy. Anyway, until next time, we'll get another video going for you guys, and I'll holla back. Deuces. Hold up, man. We're not done yet. I forgot to name the sports teams in California. Real quick. We got the Golden State Warriors, basketball. LA Dodgers, baseball. Los Angeles Lakers, basketball. Sacramento Kings, basketball. San Francisco Giants, baseball. Los Angeles Angels, baseball. San Francisco 49ers, football. Oakland A's, or Oakland Athletics, baseball. Los Angeles Rams, football. The LA Galaxy, soccer. The Los Angeles Chargers, football. The Los Angeles Clippers, basketball. The San Jose Sharks, hockey. The Los Angeles Sparks, WNBA. The Los Angeles Kings, hockey. And the Anaheim Ducks, hockey. Now we out. Peace.